Thanks for the idea, lover of flowers. I will go bananas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Wow, my first real kanji video. I thought I would never get here without going through every single minute detail of Japanese, but here we are. Before we start, there are important things you need to know about kanji. First off, in the simplest way possible, kanji are images that represent an idea, kind of like hieroglyphic. It can mean something as simple as cow, all the way to the sound cow makes. It could look like this, it could also look like this. It can also look like this. The last thing is kunyomi and onyomi. Kunyomi are actual words that have meaning without needing a sentence or another kanji. And onyomi are sounds that are intelligible without some sort of context and can be paired with other kanji to create even complexer ideas. That's why over the course of this channel, there are repeating letters that can be read one way and the another way. Also, there are over 2,000 you need to learn. Over the course of this video, I want you to spot a pattern with these kanjis. Okay, so let's just start off simple with dog, right? It's the kanji for big and then a teardrop on the top right corner. You'll see this kanji in words like shibaken, police dog, herding dog. Just pretty much anything dog related. Don't mix it up with this kanji here, which means fat. So if you see this, don't read it as inutteru. Next is cat, which is a bit more complex. Keep an eye for this attachment part here. In Japanese, these pieces that make up kanji are called bushu, but I'll call them jigsaws for the sake of learning. This one is the dog jigsaw, so it technically showed up on the last one. This kanji is pretty much always read as nickel, so just be aware of that. This is the kanji for monkey. You write a dog jigsaw, then this weird shape. Notice how this kanji onyomi is eng. Not that it's used a lot, but a way to remember onyomi is remember how a shape sounds. This shape can also be found in these kanjis. Guess what their onyomi is? Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, that's right. This is the type of stuff that bird won't teach you. Next is boar, which is dog jigsaw next to the kanji that means stuff. So technically, boars are dog stuff. To keep this pattern going, next is wolf, which is jigsaw dog next to kanji that means good. So wolves are just good boys. And for the last of this segment, there are more, I just want the limit to not push you guys. Also, this would be a great video to have a sequel to, is tanuki, which is a dog of the suburbs. For those of you who don't know what a tanuki is, they're like raccoons, but instead of trash, they're elegant as trash could be. One more thing about this kanji that I thought was funny is that if you attach this kanji in front of it, you get beaver because beavers are ocean raccoons. Next, I'll go over the birds. Starting with bird, this is a kanji you have to remember. As you can see, this kanji vaguely resembles a bird. This one uses a bird jigsaw, so you'll see that this shape reoccurs as we go over more birds. With no particular order, next is chicken. This one is a little hard to remember, so bear with me. A husband holding a jar of seeds for the big bird. Just remember that in a Japanese recipe book, you don't ever call this niwatori. Next is pigeon. You should be able to recognize both of these kanji. It's a kanji for 9 and bird, because pigeon always comes in flocks, I guess. Next is crane, definitely a top tier bird for me. There's no easy way to remember it, you just kind of have to recognize the shape and remember that it means crane. But according to Mojinavi, both of these parts mean crane, so technically this kanji is crane crane. I'm going cray cray for crane crane. This one is even hard to remember. Hawks are all this jumbled up at once. Unless you're a birdologist or obsessed with Japanese, you don't really have to worry or care about this one. Alright, now I'll go over the fish. Starting with fish. This is another one you need to remember because it's also a jigsaw. Having trouble how to read it? Fish. Whoa. The onyomi is the sound fishes make out of water. Oh wait, that's rocks. Next is the whale. Right, fish and then a kanji for capital. Capital fish. Sounds like an insurance company. Did you just blow all my money? Next is sea bream. Some of you guys probably haven't heard of this one before, and it's fine, but there are two things you need to remember about this. Number one, it's very delicious. And the second thing is that it's the fish you would ideally present to your boss in case he ever decides to come over. Trust me, I've seen too many TV dramas. Next is carp, one of the most important fish species in Japan culturally. Fun fact, this fish covers the waters, the sky, and if you squint at it, the ground. And finally, here's shark. Yup, it sure is. Okay, and this final category are stuff that have their own jigsaw categories. Here's cow, don't mix it up with this kanji, which means afternoon. Here's pig, or meat hog. Its onyomi, coincidentally, is the sound it makes when it walks. Ton ton ton. Here's sheep, and the coolest fact I could gather for this one is that if you attach a mountain to sheep, you get goat. But if you attach horse snake thing, you get llama. Literally, you read this as ryama. By the way, here's the kanji for horse and snake. And here's the kanji for camel. And finally, for this episode, here's dragon. Now, there's also this kanji here, which is more traditional, but essentially they're interchangeable. Anyways, that's it. Subscribe, comment, like. Remember this analytic from the first episode? Here's that analytic today. And honestly, that's way better than other YouTubers. So safe to say that, hell yeah, I won. Let's go. I couldn't have done this without you guys, so thank you. Thanks for watching, and until then, gambaro irashai. いいな、せらね夏を連れてきた人。なぎさまで噂走る嫁。涼しきな目元流し目。あいあいあい。いい気なこと起こりそうだせめ。